Hello, hello, my wonderful collective. Welcome to my channel. This is Miss Lava. Good to see everybody and welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, just give me 1 second and we shall begin. Okay. All right, my wonderful collective, let's take a look. Let's take a look what messages the universe have for you today in regards of your current situation. Messages for you. First card, ring. Okay, very good. Second card, child. Third card, bear. Very good. Very good. Okay. So ring. Ring represents, stability, something stable, right? Rings usually it's solid. Solid, it's gold, right? It's a symbol of infinity, symbol of unity, symbol of strengths. There's a card of bear, there's a card of child. So your initial diagnostic of your current energy, clearly I can say power, strength, stability, new beginning. This is something that is going to continue on, right? Continuance of your strengths. I don't see any obstacles moving forward for you in the near future, right? I do see, however, by the sickle card that there will be a situation that will come to end. There's something ending here, okay? The end of something. The end of something, because it's simply the new cycle. The card of a child represents of a new cycle, speaks of a new cycle. Will be an ending here. See, an ending, there's a card of destruction and there's a card of clouds. Any uncertainty in your life, anything that brings you this feeling of a bad feelings, bad emotions, this is being destroyed, right? Something is being destroyed, something is coming to an end. And of course, you feel very optimistic and very positive about it, right? The bear, this is your strength. So let's analyze. What exactly are you about to end? Like I said, there's some sort of bad cycle is coming to an end. So what is coming to an end in your life? And like I said, you have enough strengths. You gain that strength to bring forth this end. So what is ending? What are you cutting out of your energy? What is leaving your energy? There's a big destructions here. In the bottom of the deck, I have the card of the fox. Some vicious negative person, maybe a group of people. Okay, someone here. You're cutting out somebody here. The fox, there's a card of purification. This is what the tower speaks of. Your energy is being purified, cleansing. There's a card of cleansing, purification. Purification from some negative person in your energy and in your life that simply, once again, have been causing these destructions in your life intentionally. There is some person maybe that is jealous or maybe is envious of you. Person that brought or tried to bring forth a lot of pain and a lot of suffering into your life. Let's clarify the card of the clouds. What is this cunning individual was trying to do? Let's clarify the card of a cloud. What is this negative, angry? See the card here of the fox that is leaving. See? Leaving. Not moving forward towards you, but leaving away from you. Leaving, defeated. Defeated. Again, if you take a look here, there's a clouds here. And there's also a lightning. Both cards represents lightning. So your enemy is kind of like you being that powerful person that you are. Look at this. That's a bear. That's a power. You're a king of the forest. There's also an eagle here, a symbol of wisdom. symbol of intelligence, symbol of unity of you with the higher powers. That's a symbol of an eagle, intellect, power. You see all, right? You develop this foresight. Maybe perhaps after dealing with this cunning person. Also, there's a fish here. Fish is a symbol of wealth, symbol of abundance. You have that potential. This is your potential here. Potential to become the best version of who you are. But the problem is, and that you have been facing potentially for a long time, is this cunning person, jealous of you, jealous of your potential. There's a new incredible beginning ahead of you, and I will analyze it. Something very fortunate, very lucky, and very good for you. But that snake is forced to walk away, defeated. And whoever that person is now herself or himself will face that storm that they themselves created. Because that person wanted to bring forth that blizzard, that hail, that destruction, that force of destruction. I do see you purifying your energy from this person. See? Tower and purity. The complete destruction and complete purification of your life. Very good, very good. Very positive energy I feel here. Power, that's what I feel. But let's clarify the cloud. What is this enemy? What kind of destruction this person wanted to bring into your life? Again, the card of air. Air. In the bottom of the deck, I have mask. And I also have game. Some sort of game. And the card of delusions. Delusions. Person that did this to you. Person, that cunning, envious person, played dirty games with you. Right? For that person, it was a funny game, right? A game. Game of pretend. Deep down, that individual could be feminine. Doesn't have to be. I will try to see if you guys will reveal the identity of this individual. But that is an individual who is, just as a card of the fox in the explains, person that pretends, person that is fake, person that wore that mask, right? Hiding. They were hiding themselves. They're miserable, right? They're in pain. There's pain here. There's dissatisfaction with their own life. They're not happy. They're not happy. They're not happy that you're happy. They're not happy that at the end of the day, you are that bear. You have these resources, very powerful resources within yourself. Your enemy knows you best. You know why your enemy knows you best? Because they know your potential. They see positive and good qualities about you that you often do not realize that you have them. And whoever that fake individual was, this cunning fox, manipulative, lying. Fox is a liar, right? Cunning, lying, and deceitful person. Pretended for a long time, right? Games and illusions. This person played a game with your life. For them, it was fun, right? Funny. They think it's funny. It's funny and it's fun, right? They feel stimulated. They feel, kind of like an addiction, right? Like a gambling addiction. This person, whoever this person is, feels like it's very fun for them to play that role and pretend that they're smarter than you, pretend that supposedly you have no knowledge of what is happening in your life. Because once again, that individual is delusional. It was a game where that individual built themselves the sandcastle, right? They built in their head the outcome of this competition with you. You see what I mean? They already thought, oh, I'm going to win against you, or I'm going to destroy your life, they said. But the fact is that game is nothing but their own delusions. They're never meant to win, because I see the final outcome, the finale. You already become new person. You're moving forward. You have incredible new beginnings ahead of you. But whoever that person is, that cunning snake, or I should say the cunning fox, they created some sort of plan that's supposed to work, but it's not working, right? It's not working. That game is over. This game is over for them. So who is this person? Who is this player? Like I already said, this individual is hiding. It's not an open conflict. So don't think that your enemy here directly contacting you, directly messaging you and saying, here I am. You know, here I am. I'm not happy with you. I don't like you. I'm jealous of you. I'm envious of you. No, that person is hiding. See, a mask, narcissistic pretender, someone who pretends to be happy, someone who pretends to be perfect, but they're not. They're miserable. They're broken. They're hurt. And they're hurt because you showed them, or her or him, who you truly are, right? You said, bring it on. You showed them an incredible strength of yours. And that's initially what makes them angry. You're not to be played with here. Who is this person? Who is this person? And like I already said, this game, this sickening game, right? They're trying to play a game with your life, like it's theirs to live. What kind of outcome that these people thought is going to happen? See, moon card. What can I say about this individual? Lying, sick. Moon card represents illusions, delusions. And there's, I can assure you, everything I see here of your enemy is the fact that they are in fact delusional. Delusional, lies, lying, liars. Someone who is either mentally unstable, someone who is a pathological liar. It's some sort of individuals or a group of individuals that live their whole life pretending to be someone they're not. And when you somehow enter their space, they never expected to see you for who you are, right? They thought that you're going to be, another dice in their game, right? That they can toss you like a dice. They did not expect it. They did not expect they did not expect it that you would show your strengths. They thought you would be another dice in their game, in their vicious lying game. Yeah, see, game. Look at the Seven of Swords, Devil card. Oh, whoever this person is, obsessed. See, delusions and a devil. They're obsessed. They're obsessed that their plan, that their game of corruption will actually work. So by the devil and Seven of Swords, you can understand the hatred. I'm not even saying that this is something they need to do. It's a straight up demonic hatred towards you as a human being. Hate, envy, jealousy towards you. See, dirty game. It's a person that is demonic. Also, by the devil card and the moon card, I can assure you that whoever this individual is or a group of people, they use some very sickening techniques. The game that they played and everything that they have been doing is quite frankly sickening. Sickening to my stomach. But their main goal is to once again block you Block you, right? Look at this Eight of Swords. It's about blockages. They want to prevent, they want to put these blockages for you at any cost that they could. Simply block you, right? So you feel stuck. So your roads would not be open. So you would not feel happy about your life. That is some sickening, twisted hate towards you, truly. Meanwhile, while this crazy person or group of people playing their sickening games, there you are, right? The bear. You're busy. You're busy with your own life. You're concentrating on your own life. You're doing yourself. You're loving yourself. You're moving forward. This does not affect you to the extent that they wished. Of course, it affects you, right? To be targeted and to be abused and harassed and constantly stalked by some unhealthy, sickening, fake person or a group of people who are complete psychotics, of course, it's not a pleasant situation. But to be say that their plan of restraining you, detaining you, blocking you, I cannot say that it's working. I honestly do not see it's been working. Honestly, what I see here is some sick person or a group of person that are obsessed with destroying your life, but I do not see them actually succeeding. In fact, there's a card of justice here, meaning that justice will be served. Justice here will be served. Whoever did this to you will be held accountable legally. They will be detained. Whoever this sick person that played this game with your life, they will be restrained, they will be detained, they will go to prison, they will be incarcerated. That's what I see. So I can only imagine what was done to you, what these sickos have actually done to you. Not good. But they will be arrested. They will be held accountable for what they did. So who is this? Who is this fake person? Who is this fake pretender? A sociopathic person that pretends to be normal. You know what I mean? Who is this person? Who is this person? Okay, the card of death. The death, okay. All right. It's a female. Female. Queen of Pentacles. Some woman here. Sick woman. Well, of course. Who else? Who else, right? Who else would have played this sick game with you? Right? Man, sure. Sure, but there she is. Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Female. Could be blonde. There's a blonde hair, dyes her hair blonde. Loves money more than anything, right? Narcissist. Like I said, narcissist. A delusional woman, delusional person. Moon card, this is her identification. And a card of the mask. A female, feminine energy, strong feminine energy. That is clearly not all that mentally stable herself. Pathological liar. Pretender, right? She has this smile on her face. I'm so perfect. Yay. Well, how are you perfect? Miserable, pathetic. Pathetic, right? Suffering. Look, this is her true face. She's not happy. She's not happy that you're better off in life. She's not happy that you moved on. She's not happy that you healed from all of this sickness and the games this sick woman have played with you. Right? Seven of Swords and the Devil and the Moon card. Someone who runs around to witches to do some sort of curses on you. Someone who constantly lies. Liar. She lies. She set you up at one point. Out of jealousy. Right? Why? Because she's jealous. She's not happy. She's not happy. You're happy. You're happy. So it's a woman here. Female. Fake female. Narcissistic fake female here. That is going to be arrested. Because she is the initiator. She's the initiator of everything that you suffered here in your past and currently. She is the one that initiated it. Okay. And still, do you think she's cured? Do you think she understood anything about anything? No. She's still trying to do the same thing. But I do see her ending is coming here. I do see that she will not be allowed by the higher powers to continue doing this disease of her mind for much longer. If this woman is sick in the head, then she needs to go see a psychiatrist and be treated accordingly. My question is, why would this woman, why would this woman targeted you in the first place? Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Where is that hatred coming towards you so badly? Like I said, she's obsessed with delusions that you deserve to suffer for some reason. This is what I hear. That you did not deserve what you have, right? So could be a sit. I will take a look exactly what you have. But what I see, that recently you started something very profitable for yourself. You started something new, right? Child is often represents that you become new person, new you. You have great potential. You're moving forward towards that potential. She's pathetic. You know, pathetic and jealous. But my question is, why is this woman still trying to play the sick games with your life? Is she that delusional? Because there's a card of obsession. She could have been obsessed with you. Illusions and a devil, this is a card of obsessions. She's delusional. I cannot say anything else. I cannot say she's smart. I cannot say she's, bright. This is a woman that is delusional, not in a good way. The devil and delusions. She somehow, in her head, drilled that she will somehow win over you, and she will finish her master plan, right? This is what I say, master plan of destroying your life. And that sick master plan of hers will land her in prison. There's a card of jail. She has some sort of master plan. Okay, master plan is to lie, pretend. Something here she did, pretend. She's a pathological liar. It's a person that is truly sick in the head. But why exactly this woman targeted you? The true reason of why is this female have been harassing you, stalking you, targeting you, become obsessed with you. Why? Why? You're a hierophant. That's why. Look at you. You're smarter than her. You exposed her. That's why. You pretty much taught her a lesson. You called her out. You're smarter. You're powerful. You're stronger. You have incredible connection to the higher powers. You're a teacher. See, you teach. You teach. You explain. You possess wisdom. Your wisdom and your power threatens her. She knows you're not no idiot. I tell you, you guys are not fools here. My collective are actually very, very intelligent and strong people. You guys are incredibly powerful. Bear and the hierophant. The power, your power, drives her mad. She hates it. She says, well, how dare she be smarter than me? Righteousness, right? Your righteousness drives her mad because she's a shallow, gold digging, lying, promiscuous, sick person. I cannot even call her a woman. But you live your life right way. You do things right way. You have morals. You have conscience. You're not the type of person that's going to run around and backstab everybody in the back just so it benefits you. No, you always put spirituality, God, values, morals ahead of everything you do. Before you do anything, you always ask yourself, how would the higher power accept my decision? You consult with the higher power. You connected to the higher power. This is the highest level of morality. You're a moral person. You're smart. And initially, you must have told her something. You must have either exposed her with, once again, your wisdom. And she didn't like that, right? She didn't like that. Narcissists don't like that. Remember, you're dealing with a sick narcissist, sociopathic, fake narcissist, right? Sick in the head person, pretender. That's who she is, right? You expose her. You said you're a bullshitting, lying, sick person. You put her back in her place. So yeah, in a way, it is a revenge. It is a hatred towards you. It is a revenge towards you because you're right. You were right all along. Your truth prevailed. That's why. She doesn't like that you're smart. She doesn't like that you know things. That you pretty much expose her. That's exactly what it is. Hierophant, it's about exposure. You took this sick person, you called her out for who she actually is, but because she's a psychopathic narcissist, she didn't like that because now you are her threat. You're a threat. She didn't like that. Looks like to me she's that type of woman that costumed to live her life lying to people all the time. Lying, right? She created that world for herself. But deep down her world is full of darkness. She's a demonically oppressed person. She's very codependent. She's demonically oppressed. Her whole life she pretended to be someone she's not. And when you came along, I don't know exactly how you met her or how exactly this sick sociopath find out about you. But the fact that you were right all along, that you told the truth about her, made her mad. So sounds to me like a revenge of a sociopath. Narcissist. Sick person, okay? Why else does this woman dislike you so much? Besides the fact that you're moral. So I'm assuming she's immoral woman, okay? There's no morality there. There's no boundaries there. Why else does this woman dislike you? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles card. Okay, I got it. Give me 1 second, I clarified. Oh, yes. Yeah, right? Why else she doesn't like you? Because by the Knight of Pentacles, once again, coming back to the same identity as an Hierophant, that's what she thinks of you. You're a High Priestess and a Hierophant in combination. And on top of that, Knight of Pentacles. You, the type of individual that is in tune with your mind and your heart. Because High Priestess is an individual that feels. You feel, right? You feel things. You know things. You may yourself do not explain how do I know certain things, but you do, right? So once again, it comes back to utmost intellect of yours. She's a dummy, okay? Whoever this sick, jealous woman is, she's crazy, cuckoo. She lies. That's all she does. She hates her reality. She hates her life. That's why the only thing that makes her feel better is by destroying others people's life, because you somehow came into her world and you flipped it upside down. You see what I mean? That's what she sings, that you barged with your truth. That's you. And you don't have a filter, right? Hierophant, you're like, oh, I'm going to say what's on my mind. I'm going to speak the truth. You are the only person that this sick woman could have not fooled. So yeah, she's mad. She's angry, right? You called her out. And like I said, by the Knight of Pentacles, over time, as time moved on, there's a time factor here. You took it slowly, right? You're not irrational. You did not utilize any aggressions her way. You took your time because you're smart, right? If you already know that there is a sick, jealous woman that is constantly jealous of you and targeting you, she's obsessed with you in the most unhealthy way, of course, you're not going to hurry. So you took your time, and over time, little by little, you exposed her, right? It's almost like you know what's coming. You knew what's coming. You knew what she did. Some of you may already know what this woman is planning to do. There's foresight and incredible power. She could be jealous of your ability. So if you're a psychic, for example, because some of you, I know that you are yourself tarot readers, you are yourself psychics. So yeah, she's incredibly jealous of your power. This is a plain woman jealousy of you. Straight up. If you're a masculine that watching this video, then this woman is trying to chain you, like wanted you to be hers only. So could be your partner, or could be your ex-girlfriend. For both masculine and feminine energy, woman is your enemy. Okay, woman. It's just gonna be changing a little bit depending whether you're masculine or not. If this is, like I said, you're a male, then this enemy of yours is some woman that wanted to chain you, deceive you, made sure you're with her, made sure you don't leave her. If you choose to leave her, then of course she go ape shit. By the devil card, she will try to destroy your life. Okay, so very codependent person, unhealthy. So that's the reason why she's jealous, because she's jealous of your potential. She knows who you are. She knows you know who she is, and she knows you exposed her. And as any narcissist who loses that fake mask that they built for themselves, they get angry. But I see you going to stand your ground. In fact, by the Death card, she's done, right? Death, it means it's done. It's done. It's over. There's nothing. There's no competition here anymore. She cannot catch up to you. You see? There's so many new beginnings ahead of you that is already started. You have a lot of new plans. You achieving these plans. You don't bother with this sick person anymore. You're moving on. Do you know what I mean? So if you wonder and try to justify why is this woman so hateful of you, remember who you are, who you truly are, because it's exactly how she sees you. A Hierophant and a High Priestess, she sees you as a woman that is spiritually gifted, or a man that is spiritually gifted, someone who is right, someone who has morals, someone who has intuition, someone who's so in tune with themselves. You don't need to pretend. You're you, and you're not afraid to show it. You're real. You are real. You were honest all along. You were right. And she cannot stand the fact that she's a loser, jealous. She continued being jealous of you. She's jealous of you. She's jealous of your wisdom. She's jealous of your independence. She's jealous of your beauty. She's jealous of your gift. If you have, like I said, extraordinary abilities, because High Priestess often speaks about extraordinary abilities. She's jealous of that. So in other words, everything about you, including your intellect, including your mind, drives her insane. She wishes to be like you, but she's not you. She could have pretended to be you. Yeah, see, dreaming. She dreams. She can only dreams of the potential that you already have. She can only dream about it. See, this is her dreams. High maintenance. She has this unrealistic expectations about herself. Like I said, demonically oppressed, living in a la la land. Delusional. My dream, she says. Well, let's see. What is her dream? What exactly is this sick enemy of yours dream? To do what? To outsmart you? Is that her dream? Yeah, dreams. And I see exposed. She's already being exposed. This enemy is exposed, you see? Maybe her dream was to hide it. Everything she did to you. That was her dream. Because initially when she targeted you, she's like, nobody will know. Nobody will know that I did it. Remember, I'm a smart ass. Look at me, she says. Look, I pretend. I lie, she says. No one will know. Right? No one will know. No one will know about my lies. No one will know that I was even involved. I was sneaky. Yeah, sneaky. Sneaky maybe to some fool. Not sneaky to you. There's no sneakiness when it comes to your life. You have an eagle vision. Where's that card? Bear. Eagle vision. I mean, you see it all. You connected to the power, to the higher power. See? Eagle. Of course you would know. And you do know. You did know. So that's what pisses her off. What drives this woman mad is that you exposed her. She's exposed, okay? She's exposed. You slam her so hard. You slam evidence, proofs, truth. And she's like, whoa. She's disorientated, right? You cornered her. You sent her back where she came from. And clearly whatever she came from is not a good place. Because someone who is happy with their own life do not runs around and trying to destroy your life. So clearly you said, listen, you have no place in my life. I don't have time on your bullshit. You can take your bullshit lies and get the F out of here. But she's clingy, right? Clingy. She's mad. So she had these big dreams of hers. Whatever. And apparently you destroyed her dreams because you exposed her. You see what I mean? What is her dream? What was her dream? What was that diva's dream? You know, this card of delusion is truly dream, broken heart. She wanted to break you to feel heartbroken, right? Her dream was to break you. So maybe this is some other woman that was competing with you over some man. I don't know. Could be the other woman. But her dream was to break you. Break your heart. Because her heart initially broken. But why is she blaming you for her broken heart? She should, step up to it. If some man broke her heart, you have nothing to do with it. You didn't date her. You see what I mean? But she was, her dream was to break your heart. No, look at that. So you feel, pathetic about yourself. So you feel sad. What is a broken heart to you? And how exactly heart could be broken? It's not a glass. Your heart isn't broken. You're not broken. In fact, what I see here by the bear, child, and a ring, you're full. You're solid. You're not heartbroken. There's nothing for you to be heartbroken over. Over whom? You're not that type of person. But her dream was to break you, break your heart. That's the only thing she dreamt about. Is for you to be in pain. Oh, because she's in pain. Oh, okay. So her dream was to break you, break your heart, so you feel heartbroken, because she felt heartbroken. It's you know what's funny? You know what's funny, that everybody have their own destiny. There's no human being that is the same. There's no life experience that is the same. Everybody live their own life. Single, yeah. So you would be alone. So you would be isolated. So you would be lonely. So you would feel guarded. That's sicko. That is a sicko, right? But to her, she was very unexpected. What shocked her is that you say, well, what the hell? You said to yourself, I am a Hierophant, high priestess. I am the bear. I don't have time for broken heart bullshit. I don't have time for this. This is not high school. And you showed her. You showed this sick, jealous woman who you truly are. You showed her over time. See, look at this. You showed her, oh, okay, well, I'm a high priestess. I'm my own boss. I create my own life. I'm happy. My emotions are in connection with my mind. I do what I want. I feel how I want and how is right and just for me to feel. You didn't give her that pleasure. You didn't give her that pleasure. In fact, a high priestess, like I already said, what is the definition of high priestess? This is you. This is the strong energy I pick up, that high priestess they often cold, right? I'm not saying you're like, fuzzy little bunny. You're often distant. That's advisable. You have high intuition, highly intuitive. You prioritize spirituality. That's what the Hierophant talks about, right? Spirituality. You possess a greater service, right? You know the difference between good and bad. You rarely make mistakes. In fact, you are that type of person that before you do anything, you will think 100 times before you do it. This is what the Knight of Pentacles signifies. That you like to take things slow, because High Priestess rarely makes mistakes. You don't make mistakes. So if you're single by choice. Because you'd rather be single than make a wrong choice. You see what I mean? And that's what drives her mad. That every step you make in life, you intuitively feel it first. And if you choose to be in relationship with somebody, you have to love them deeply with your heart and your mind. That's what High Priestess is about. It's a person that feels with their heart, and their heart feelings aligned with their mental state and their mind. But whoever this sick, jealous psycho is, she wanted you to be alone. And she did everything she could possibly do for you to be alone. That's the only thing. Because she blames you for her loneliness. She should blame herself. To be honest with you, if somebody dumped her, there's two sides. Right? There's two sides. When a relationship ends, it's not one-sided. But her desires was to break you, so to do anything she could, so you feel guarded, so you feel isolated, so you feel trapped, so you feel, you know, sad about your life. It's jealousy, right? Jealousy. But like I said, she's now shocked. She's shocked. You always had people, a man after you if you're a woman. If you're a man, you had never problems with opposite sex. You're not short of attention, but you choose right attention over any attention, right? She didn't get that. She didn't get it. So yeah, so to break your heart, yeah, she was a third party. She was she was competing with you. She was either your ex's mistress, or he was sleeping with her at the same time your ex was dating you, or she was just your ex's ex-wife or your ex's ex-girlfriend. This is a woman that been in a relationship with your man, and she wanted you to be alone, lonely, like a revenge. She was competing with you, okay? Some sort of competition. She acts as a third party here. So do you know who she is? What kind of ex were you dating that had a crazy ex or some other woman that was obsessed with him? That is the woman, and she most likely an earth sign. Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. That's who she is. And of course, this scam began. The scam of destroying you, getting you out of the way. I don't know why she blamed you to begin with. I honestly do not understand. If she got dumped, I don't know. Honestly, I cannot justify her because I'm trying to tune in into her energy, and there is like sickness. It's a sick woman, okay? Full of fear, full of hate, full of loneliness. Like she's lonely, she's not happy, she's heartbroken. Like she's not happy, really. That that's the reason why she targets you, because she was not happy with her own life. But you are, and you will continue to be happy. Okay. Yeah, she's odd. There's something about her behavior that is weird. Weird. She's weird. So that is her dream. That is her dream, maybe for a decade. She's been doing this to you. She cannot, for some reason, she cannot let you go. But I do see her time is ending here. She needs to be incarcerated, or she needs to be institutionalized because it's getting out of hand. Okay, it's getting too much. This is too much. This sickness, what she did to you, was too much. I don't care whether she was competing with you. I don't care what this diva, self-proclaimed diva, was dreaming about. What she did was wrong, and she will be held accountable for that. That's what I see, right? Her dream was for you to be alone, single. So if this woman was competing with you over your ex, right? She clearly wore that mask of pretendness, right? She pretended that it doesn't bother her that you and your ex were together. But deep down, it did bother her. Because this jealous, exposed, pathetic, sick woman that is being already exposed, intention was to break you apart. There's a card of breakup. She wanted to break you apart with somebody. And she did. She did through lies, through magic, through gossip. She did. But she did you a favor. Okay, she did you a favor because I see that over time you discovered your true potential by the high priestess. So technically she did you a favor. She didn't run away with what she did to you. She will be held accountable. I told you that she will be incarcerated. I told you she will have legal problems. That's unavoidable. That's unavoidable. She will face the court. She's already most likely facing the higher judgment. I will take a look the boomerangs that flying her way. But I don't see that she's even remotely capable of harming you in any way. Her dreams, whatever she dreams, she can, keep it to herself. She needs a reality check. Yeah, look at this frog. Princess frog. It's a frog that put a crown on her head. The queen, the princess. Okay, I'm the queen. Well, you're a frog, for crying out loud. You're not no queen. You're not no diva. You're not a princess. Get over yourself. You're exposed. You psychotic, jealous sicko. The frog is exposed. She's just, ugly, cold, jealous, like a frog stuck in her throat. Every time she speaks about you or thinks about you, she wanted you to be alone. She wanted you to feel guarded. She wanted you to hate your own life, to cry, to be sad. You don't have time for that. And you showed her, right? She's shocked. This is her. See, another one, blonde one, with her cell phone. She's like, what? What? Right? Because the intentions of this frog was to be better than you in any way. Better than you in any way possible. Better than you financially, better than you appearances wise, better than you intellect wise. She thought she's truly better than you. But it is to her shocking when she found out over time who you truly are and how smart you are. And she cannot control how people sees you. She cannot control how people feel towards you. But she tried to do that. She can't. She failed in that. No matter how vicious, cunning, and sick this woman is, who interfered directly in your life out of jealousy because some man was in love with you, she can never control how people feel towards you. But she tried to influence everybody's opinion about you, and she failed because people see you for who you are. People know you're intelligent. People know you're incredible. People know you're so beautiful, you're kind. She's mad. That's why this frog is mad. Okay, karma for this frog. For everything she did to you. For the breakup, for her interference in your love life, for maybe legal problems she caused you here, for the fact that you felt at one point guarded or you had to be forced to be alone and isolated. Boomerang for this frog. For this frog. Okay, she's angry. I do see she's trying to clear her energy, right? She's trying to cleanse her life. Probably this demonic influence on your life had already took its place and took its effect. I cannot rule out whether there was magic. I'm assuming there was because I see that this frog was trying to purify it. She's very angry. She's mad. It's a self-pity party, right? The card of candles and a wax represents purification. You purified your life. I see that. I see you purified your life. You're not hurt. You don't give a shit about that ex player of yours or any ex for that matter. You let go of the past. Your heart is open. Your heart is full of love. You could be already in love with someone new that you don't know about. Okay? You could be in love already. What does she knows about? Nothing. So I do see here that you purified your life. And that makes her angry because you moved on. Right? You moved on. She did not expect that. Because she herself is stuck living in this la la land, full of fear, full of hate, full of anger. She's angry. You see, angry. And how could one expect to heal that hold so much resentfulness and so much hatred to somebody? You navigated yourself through this situation. I see you concentrated solely on yourself. You took that time of isolation, and sure, I'm sure you were heartbroken. I'm sure, right? It's a different story. I'm not looking at your relationship with your ex-boyfriend, who might have slept with her, who might have not. I don't care. But I do see here that at one point, you took that time of isolation in your benefit. And that's why you turned into a high priestess you are, because you took time. You learned, you reflected. You needed time to heal. You needed time to feel what you want from life, who you are. So she's angry because you let go. She was hoping this whole war would continue on forever. But you let go. You cleanse. If there was any rituals or any witchcraft that you sent your way, you purify that, you cleanse it. Your paths are completely open. Completely open. You become, like I said, brand new. Purification. You purified your life. You purified your energy from all of this negativity she sent your way. And that's why this is the card of pity. She's pitying herself. She's in despair. She's like, why? How'd you do it? How'd you do it? You're supposed to be hurt. You're supposed to be alone. You're supposed to be isolated. You're supposed to feel guarded. You're supposed to hate your life. You're supposed to hate men. You're supposed to hate everything about yourself. Excuse me. You're a high priestess. You have no hate. Okay? You have no hate. You're too smart for this. You're too smart. And she's mad, right? She's mad. So in other words, why your enemy is so angry? She's mad. There's the card of sunflower. You're like a sunflower. You're too bright. You just keep shining. The word sunflower talks about sun. You're just happy. You're reaching towards the sun. When the sunflower is blossoming, it reaches towards the sun, right? That is you. You did not concentrate it on the past. You did not allow yourself to remain in something that you knew was never meant to be, like you and your ex, never meant to be. You get that because you're in love with some other man now who is the love of your life. You didn't care about the past as she thought you would because she wanted you to feel stuck, heartbroken, stuck on the past. Because that's how she felt good about herself. But you're just a sunshine, right? Your happiness makes her mad. She's like, how are you happy? That's what she says. How are you so happy? You're supposed to be miserable, but you're happy, right? And she's mad. She's not happy. Yeah, look at it. Look at this devil. Devil, she's angry. And that anger is demonic. Because she did all of this. She wasted all of this money, all of her resources, past 10 years of her life or less, targeting you. And she only did you a favor. She shaped you who you are today. When it comes to loneliness and isolation, you needed it. It benefited you. You see? Benefited you. So yes, she's mad. She's angry. Yeah, narcissist. It's a demonically oppressed narcissist. Narcissist by the card of death, who's pretty much the situation is ending. This narcissist is completely dying off under your energy. This narcissistic woman have absolutely no tools to destroy you. She understands that. That's why she's mad. Because you exposed her. You're too smart for her. You are not going to give her a single second of your precious time. You're going to live your beautiful, happy life, full of beautiful people, beautiful journeys, and beautiful experiences. And a narcissist is mad. Okay? Mad. She's mad. Because she needed to be number one. You see? She needed to be number one. But you outsmarted her. See, this is the card of the fox, and this is the card of the power. You outsmarted this narcissist. You stronger than this narcissist. And you always have been. And that's what makes her mad. Yeah, anyways, there's a distractions here. There's a tower. There's a moon card. She's angry. She's angry. She's jealous. She's jealous, and on top of that, there will be a justice. There will be justice. She will be brought to justice. Her jealousy is a jealousy of a narcissist. That's exactly who this woman is. A narcissist that become jealous of you to the most sickest extent. And she's right now very mad because her lies being destroyed. In other words, she's exposed. You exposed her. What can I say? Good for you. Good for you. But like I already said, I knew, guys, you're a high priestess here. So anyone who chooses to mess with a high priestess always loses. Always loses. This woman, who is, I'm assuming, your karmic, her jealousy is her own fault. It's her own stupidity. It is her own karma to bear in this lifetime. Clearly, she did not learn this lesson. That was her karmic lesson, to learn how not to be jealous of other people and others people's destinies. And of course, your lesson dealing with this jealous narcissistic woman who once again was obsessed with your ex and you is for you to, through this period of darkness, through the period of isolation, your lesson was to uplift your abilities, learn how to trust the universe, how to be in tune with yourself. So yeah, this is the finale and a full exposure of a jealous narcissistic woman who have been destroying your life, who frankly codependent on you till this day. I do see she is angry, and I do see there is a card of justice, meaning she's facing incarceration. She's facing legal problems. Clarify the card of justice. This is her boomerang. Her boomerang is to forever be jealous. She will always be jealous of you, okay? Always, always, always. She's a want to be you, okay? Jealous of your potential, jealous of your resources, jealous of your power, of your intellect, of your wisdom. Clarify the card of justice for this person. Occupation, sudden wealth, thief. The card of thief. Well, there's also someone here. Someone here will be also fired. Someone who has been working or made money. Maybe someone made money on you illegally. Maybe this jealous narcissistic woman hired a lawyer, because now they're telling me about two people here. There's some man here, and this blonde woman with a big chest. Someone also profited it upon this narcissist who played this game with you. So what I see, that this jealous woman hired somebody from a legal department or police department who helped her to destroy you. So whoever this person is, I'm assuming it's a masculine energy here. I will clarify it. But whoever helped her that is connected to the legal field or policing, they will also be prosecuted. She didn't, remember, she's a pathological narcissist. Yeah, there's somebody offered her, see, partnership. Somebody helped her. Maybe someone she was in relationship with, or somebody that she partnered up with. Yeah, there's a group of people here. Forged documents. You know how this jealous snake was able to break you up with your ex and destroy your life? Through partnership with somebody. Legal partnership. There was a person who was working, okay, made tons of money on this crazy jealous narcissist. He or she made tons of money, but there was a joint forces here. It's a very common for narcissist to join forces. Who helped her? Maybe someone she's currently working with. Who is this person? Manipulator, somebody who's a highly manipulator, who had some sort of resource power. Now this person, I will try to find it. Give me a second. Who will come up? This person under destruction. It's a emperor, male. Maybe she have kids with this male, but it's a man who's losing his job right now, whose doors are closing. It's a self-proclaimed narcissistic male. It's a man. It's some sort of man, maybe older man, but he helped her. They were teamed up together. Okay, some man. Maybe, like I said, he's connected in law. Maybe he knows police officers. Maybe he himself works in a legal background field or whatnot. But maybe her co-worker, maybe she worked with him at one point, who's connected to law. It doesn't matter. It's a male. Maybe they have kids together. There's a card of family and the child. Maybe they have kids together. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The fact remains fact. You guys embrace who you are, okay? Embrace who you are. Know that evil never prevails for long, and sooner or later, everybody gets what they deserve. And that's exactly what's coming towards your enemy, who is now being exposed. Whoa. All right. So this was the reading. Once again, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You guys are super awesome. I just wanted to say I love you all. I embrace you. I embrace you for your strengths, for your wisdom, for your determination, and your patience. I wish you, of course, all the best, regardless whether you just a temporary bypasser of this video or you my loyal subscriber. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.